Hey y'all, thanks for dropping by the garden today. I'm Zach, the Gulf Coast gardener here in Mobile, Alabama, and today we're gonna get some plants in the ground. The first plant we're gonna be planting up is this Cordyline here. I've had it here for about 2 weeks trying to figure out if I like it, and I like it, so we're gonna put it there. And right behind it, this is our rose tree. These two are the Luscious Grape, Lantana from Proven Winners. I bought those last year as a quart-sized container, and they overwintered for me. But this spring I pulled them up from the front yard and wanted to move them back here. I potted them up and they have pushed new growth, so it's time to get them in the ground. Now, the Cordyline is a new plant for me, but it does well in the South and offers beautiful structure and color. Not really flowers, more of a foliage plant. This one is called Charlie Boy. Charlie Boy wants full sun to part shade, which in this spot, it does get that part shade, maybe full sun on a good day. It's gonna get about 3 by 3. It's hardy in zones 8 through 10, so it should do just fine for me over my winters, especially planting it here in the spring. Medium water-wise once established, fertilized throughout the growing season, no pruning needed. Good deal. The Luscious Lantana, I mean, it's easy. You put it in the ground, it grows beautifully. It's definitely more of a ground cover, meaning it spills over. So let me get you set up and we will get these holes dug. Well, we got that all planted up. Now we're gonna turn our attention to something I started from seed. Let's see if I put the date on here when I started it. I did, but it is completely gone. Let's see here. I believe that says 127, but this is a tray of wishbone flower or Torenia. They've been out here hardening off for months and months. We're gonna get them planted right behind us in this Japanese border. I call it that because it's full of Japanese maples. I do wanna take a moment and show off this beautiful iris that's blooming. It's so nostalgic. It immediately threw me back to my grandmother's garden. I had forgotten how an iris smelled until I smelled it, and then I was back there being like 5 years old again at my grandmother Barbara's house. Let me show you this beautiful plant, and then I will get you set up and we will plant that Torenia just kind of down this 15-20 foot swoop. Look at her. I do believe this is the riding zone cowboy. Oh, such a good fragrance. Like it's been painted. It is just stunning, with many more blooms to come. And these were just planted in the fall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely happy with that. You gonna help us dig, Chibi? Checking out the tractor seat plant? But look, we have our yellow chartreuse, our purple, red, our green, and then that's a blue. So we got our colors here. Again with another chartreuse green. Let's get that Torenia planted just kind of right going through here until we run out of. Now over here, I am planting our night scented tobacco that I still have left over. And they want to get out of these containers. The other ones are already 4 or 5 times as big. I'm just gonna pop these back here. And I wanted to frame you guys in through the little Japanese maple portal. I'm hoping it's coming across on the camera. There we go. All right, so we planted our Torenia. We planted some night scented tobacco. We planted the Lantana. We planted the Cordyline. There are 6 more plants that I want to get into the ground. 3 of them are our mountain blue Penstemon, started from seed, and the other 3 are Coleus, started from seed. We're going to throw the Coleus in by the fountain, and we're going to throw the Penstemon right in front of me at the espalier bed. You know the drill. Let me turn you around. This one is called the Coral Wizard. The other one is the Jade Wizard. I'd started 10 of each. Well, this is how it turned out. Coleus was a bit harder to start from seed than the other things. I just looked over here and a tray had fallen over in the wind of the Russian Hollyhocks. So we're gonna get these in the ground real quick, back over there in the espalier bed. Now a quick update on the state of affairs here in the garden. The espalier bed we were working in are playing the blue salvia is coming up and starting to form its blooms. The pink cashmere verbena is coming out of its funk after giving some fertilizer. Wanda phlox is starting to bloom and all of our perennials are coming back. So we just added the 1, 2, and 3 Blue Mountain Penstemon here. There and there is a dwarf yellow lantana. So you have the blue, the yellow, the blue, pop of pink. Also speaking of blue, a lot of this right here was started from seed. This is the blue sky petunia, started from seed. I love the little green anther there in the center. Our ruby parfait celosia is blooming. Love how this is pairing with that yarrow. Hinoki cypress is hanging in there. I just popped those 3 hollyhocks right here. Maybe the drainage from the AC as well as the air movement will keep it moist but disease-free. Fingers crossed. This here is my espaliered gardenia. I have it trained against our shed. It goes up about 5.5 feet. The blooms are starting to turn yellow from the rain, but it was such a privilege to plant here today because of the beautiful fragrance. We got 18 of the Torenia planted. 1, 2, that's a very, very baby one right there. Went ahead and popped it in. All of those. Already pointed out that beautiful iris. Hollyhocks are coming up. The flowering maple is still doing her thing. I do have to replace that Mahonia there. Unfortunately, she did not make it. Well, you guys, thanks for dropping by the garden today. And thanks for coming along with me as I did my gardening chores today. It definitely makes the day a lot more enjoyable and a lot more fun to have you here. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can come along the next time we're in the garden. See you in the next one. Bye, y'all.